There comes a moment in a man's life when he realizes that admiration cannot be demanded, can only be earned. Many men chase approval through appearance, status, charm, or control. They learn how to speak, how to posture, how to impress. Yet very few learn how to be. And because of this, they may be noticed, but they are rarely respected. They may be desired, but they are not trusted. If you wish to become the man everyone wants in their life, not only romantically, but socially, professionally, and emotionally, you must stop asking how to attract and begin asking how to transform. I have spent my life studying the human psyche, and I tell you this, people are not drawn to perfection. They are drawn to presence. They are not moved by performance. They are moved by authenticity. A man becomes powerful the moment he stops pretending. Most men build an outer identity without ever shaping an inner one. They collect habits, opinions, and ambitions borrowed from others. They imitate what society rewards. But imitation never produces magnetism. Produces emptiness disguised as confidence. The man everyone wants has coherence. What he thinks, what he feels, what he says, and what he does are aligned. There is no inner contradiction leaking into his behavior. People sense this instantly. They may not explain it, but they feel safe around him because he is not divided against himself. To become such a man, you must first face yourself in solitude. Not distraction, not noise, not constant social stimulation. Solitude is where your false identities fall apart. When you sit alone long enough, your mind reveals what you avoid. Insecurity, longing, anger, ambition, fear. Most men run from this encounter. They keep busy so they never have to meet their own psyche. But the man everyone wants has already met himself and survived the meeting. When you face your inner world honestly, you stop needing to prove anything. You stop competing for worth. You stop begging for recognition. And paradoxically, that is when recognition arrives. Many men believe dominance makes them attractive. In truth, dominance without depth creates resistance, not respect. What truly attracts people is stability, the ability to remain stable while others become emotional, uncertain, or reactive. A grounded man does not rush to speak. He listens. He does not rush to impress. He understands. He does not rush to control. He leads by clarity, not force. This begins with emotional mastery. Not emotional suppression, but emotional intelligence. When anger arises, I do not act blindly. I ask what boundary was crossed. When fear appears, I do not hide it. I ask what feels unsafe. When jealousy emerges, I do not deny it. I ask what remains undeveloped in me. The man everyone wants is not emotionless. He is emotionally conscious. He does not dump feelings onto others, but neither does he pretend he has none. People trust him because he understands himself. Another mistake men make is chasing admiration instead of meaning. They want to look successful before becoming meaningful. They want applause before substance. But admiration fades quickly. Meaning endures. A man becomes magnetic when his life is anchored to purpose rather than validation. When he is moving toward something real, not status, but significance. Not image, but impact. Ask yourself, what am I building that would still matter if nobody applauded? When your life answers that question honestly, people feel it in your presence. Discipline also shapes desire. Not rigid punishment, but consistency with your values. The man everyone wants does what he says he will do. He keeps promises to himself before making them to others. His habits reflect his principles. His words match his behavior. There is nothing more attractive than reliability in a chaotic world. But discipline alone is not enough. You must also develop humility. Many men confuse confidence with arrogance. Arrogance repels. Humility attracts. Humility is not weakness. It is accurate self-perception. It is the ability to say, I am strong here and unfinished there. A humble man does not need to dominate conversations. He does not need to announce his worth. His presence already communicates it. People want to be around someone who is not threatened by others' success, beauty, intelligence, or independence. To become that man, you must free yourself from comparison. Comparison destroys individuality. It makes you chase other men's lives instead of living your own. The man everyone wants is not trying to outshine others. He is trying to become more himself. And that requires courage. Courage to disappoint. Courage to stand alone. Courage to say no. Courage to speak truth without cruelty. A man without courage may be polite, but he is not respected. Courage gives your character weight. Relationships also transform when a man becomes conscious. Most men enter relationships seeking completion. They want someone else to fix their loneliness, insecurity, or boredom. But neediness suffocates attraction. The man everyone wants enters relationships whole, not hungry. He does not cling. He connects. He does not control. He cooperates. He does not perform love, he practices presence. People want a man who can stand with them, not hide inside them. And finally, understand this: becoming the man everyone wants is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming real. Real in your emotions. Real in your ambitions. Real in your limitations. Real in your integrity. When your inner world is ordered, your outer world responds. So, if you ask me how to become the man everyone wants, I answer simply: stop chasing attraction. Start cultivating character. Stop performing identity. Start living truth. Stop trying to be impressive. Start becoming coherent. When you do this, people will not only notice you, they will trust you, they will respect you, they will desire your presence. Not because you demanded it, but because you earned it by becoming yourself. And let me add something most men are never told. Becoming the man everyone wants is not about collecting traits. It is about subtracting illusions. You do not become attractive by adding masks, but by removing what is false. Every insecurity you hide, every role you perform, every persona you protect creates distance between you and others. But every truth you accept brings you closer to them. Many men ask how to be charismatic, but charisma is not technique. It is transparency without weakness. It is the calm confidence that comes from knowing who you are even when circumstances change. When your job disappears, when a relationship ends, when admiration fades, your identity should remain intact. That stability is rare, and rarity creates value. People are drawn to men who are internally settled. Not perfect, not superior, but centered. A centered man does not chase rooms. Rooms adjust to him. His silence has meaning. His words have direction. His presence reduces tension rather than creating it. So do not aim to be impressive. Aim to be inevitable. Become the man whose character speaks before his mouth does. Become the man whose integrity travels faster than his reputation. When you walk this path, attraction becomes effortless, because you are no longer trying to be wanted. You are simply becoming worthy of connection.